Happy Sunday, everybody. It is Lisa here with your Hydrasession, and we are talking how the Hydrasession is a great way to detox your skin, whether it be from travel because of the holidays, work, just a fun weekend, but it is super important to be able to detox, refresh, and reset the skin, and that is what the Hydrasession is all about. It is a ton of exfoliation, pore declogging, and then how do we replenish the skin with vitamins, nutrients, and moisture. So I'm super excited to be able to walk you through this process today. And I am trying something new. We are in the bathroom. We're going to see if this works a little easier than me having bowls of water. Okay, so the first thing I am going to do is I'm going to take off what is left of my makeup for the day. So I'm going to do that with two products. The first one is our micellar water. And this is going to take off, I kind of call this like the lazy girl's cleanser, okay? So this is really for not the eyes, but it is for all over the face, helping to break down your makeup residue, as you guys can see, throughout the day, so that our cleanser is going on clean skin, or not the makeup covered skin. Okay, I like to do another quick, because I want the products to actually penetrate the skin the best way they can, and the way that that's going to be most effective is really going to be without them having to power through makeup. Okay, we want the products actually doing what they're supposed to on our skin. Okay, so that is the micellar water. Now with the eyes, we are going to definitely use our oil-free eye makeup remover, one of my faves. And this is like, if you don't have in your case oil-free eye makeup remover, you are missing out. It is the number one makeup remover in the country, which is awesome, right? So I shook it to activate both the water-based and the waterproof makeup. And then I just dropped that, so we're not going to put that back on our face. But you guys can see I literally just simply wiggle, wiggle, wiggle without a huge rub. And we are getting off that eye makeup, and especially getting down to the root of those lashes, making sure the mascara is coming off nice and simple. Make sure we go up underneath it as well. And I love that. Okay, so that is, now I feel like, you guys can see I got like nothing on my face, and this is where we want to apply our cleanser too. So what cleanser are we working with? I love the Time Wise foaming cleanser in the repair line. And why do I like that? Several reasons. One is because I love the way that it foams, because I feel like it's just super luxurious. Number two, it has peptides to help my skin begin to build and create its own hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is one of those things that makes the skin look plump and youthful. And let's be real, we are all about that. So I'm going to use our Skinvigorate brush. So this is definitely going to do that little added extra step of not just rubbing the cleanser all over. You guys see I like to go up and out. but it is actually going to help really make sure that the cleanser penetrates the pores with that little sonic vibration. And because the bristles are nice and soft, it's gentle on the skin, but it is still providing an exfoliation more than your fingertips would do. And all of that exfoliation is going to compound over the next few steps. Okay, so normally when I use this, I would rinse it off, and you guys see the timer shuts off. You can still see I did have makeup residue. Always crazy. Okay, so I would normally rinse this off, right, if I was just doing a normal cleansing routine. But today I am going to put on our Microderm Abrasion Plus Refined. So let me show you that. It is a nice thick cream, and this cream has the same aluminum oxide crystals that you would get if you went to the dermatologist office and you paid for a microdermabrasion treatment. You would sit there in the chair and they would sandblast your face with these same aluminum oxide crystals. Why these crystals, you'll ask? Well, they're perfectly spherical. Like, there's no rough edges, right? Like something like an apricot scrub, so there are no rough edges. And it is just the way to make sure we are getting all of that goodness off the dead skin from the top down. That is how that physical exfoliation works. Now, the good thing about it being like a cream base is you are not over exfoliating. I'm just going to clean the brush up a little bit right here while I'm talking to you. So you're not over exfoliation like you could at the dermatologist's office, because that sandblasting can be a little intense. So you're not going to over exfoliate and leave your skin pink, raw, and red. You are just taking off what is healthy to take off. So now I am just going to rinse real quick, and you're going to notice the difference right away with this. This is the first product that I was sold on in Mary Kay because of the instant result. Obviously, one of my favorite ways to do microdermabrasion is in the shower, because it's easier to get off all those little crystals. Okay, so I am not fully drying my face. We are going to move on to pore declogging, and I'm going to actually show you guys two products that we have that can do pore declogging. My favorite is the charcoal mask, because activated charcoal can hold up to 3 times its weight in impurities. Okay, so that is why the charcoal mask is my favorite one to do this. But I'm going to show you one, because some people, because the charcoal mask does have some mint in it, some people feel pretty sensitive to the mint smell. Let me get right up in there. It's always tougher doing this in the camera than the real mirror. Okay, and I'm going to do half my face in this and half my face in the other mask. I'm going to talk about it in just a second. So why is the charcoal mask so great? Like I said, activated charcoal can hold up to 3 times its weight in impurities. And that is definitely going to help us pull out the gunk in our pores. It also has navy bean extract, so this mask will help with discoloration, because navy bean extract has been shown, Mary Kay discovered it, to lighten the skin. Okay, So I'm using my mask applicator to apply that, but your fingers are absolutely perfect. Okay, so not only that, but it helps control oil. I'm going to show you one of our other masks that's a little bit, it doesn't have nearly the like the mint fragrance that the charcoal mask has. And it is our pink clay mask. And our pink clay mask with bentonite clay will also draw out impurities, and it is a little bit softer on the skin. So if you tend to want a little bit more hydration and you don't want any of the salicylic acid that comes in the charcoal mask or the mint, I am mixing these two together accidentally. Okay, but the plumeria extract in here is nice and hydrating and refreshing, and it softens the skin. So the reason why I'm showing you this as an option to use in terms of the detox and the pore declogging is because bentonite clay does absolutely do that as well. And let's see, I don't know what I did with it, guys. I brought in some of our travel options, okay? But this bentonite clay pink plumeria mask also comes in a travel size, boom, for the holiday season. So it's kind of fun because you can take this with you. I don't know if your skin gets a little funky when you travel because it's experiencing stuff that it doesn't normally. So it's always important that you get to take your skincare routine with you, whether it be the repair comes in a mini set or a travel set, as does the Time Wise 3D. But sometimes my skin gets a little funky because the air conditioning is different, maybe the humidity is different, maybe just what's in the air is different, you're eating different food. So it's always great to be able to have something that is travel size that you can use to kind of spot treat on the go while you're traveling. Okay. So while these are sitting, I wanted to share some information with you because I think it's fantastic what Mary Kay Ash, our foundation, does. And while we have the opportunity to sit here, I wanted to be able to do that and share with you the benefits and what the Mary Kay Ash Foundation has been doing lately. So let me share this with you guys while we're sitting here for about 10 minutes, okay?
I am Jessica Bear, proud board member of the Mary Kay Ash Foundation and Mary Kay Ash's great-granddaughter. The Mary Kay Ash Charitable Foundation was created to harness the incredible power of the Mary Kay Independent Sales Force, along with Mary Kay employees, to find a cure for cancers affecting women. We are now in year number 3 of the Mary Kay Ash International Postdoctoral Cancer Research Fellowship in partnership with the University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center right here in Dallas. The support of generous donors like you has allowed us to recruit 8 of some of the world's most renowned cancer researchers to conduct groundbreaking, innovative research right here at UT Southwestern. And by the way, 7 out of these 8 researchers are women. An additional 37 cancer researchers also received grants from the foundation last year to provide better prognosis, diagnosis, and treatment of cancers affecting women through all of these innovative research efforts. Now, 4 years after our founding, the Mary Kay Ash Charitable Foundation issued a second call to action to end domestic violence. Since 1999, the Mary Kay Ash Charitable Foundation has awarded over $58 million in grants to more than 2,600 shelters advocating for the elimination of gender-based violence. Now, the foundation has supported more than 6 million women and girls seeking shelter and services to build new lives that are free from violence. In 2021, more than 191,000 women, children, and men received domestic violence-related services through shelters that we have supported through your fundraising efforts. From woman to woman, we are delivering hope through the Mary Kay Ash Charitable Foundation. And I could not be more proud of what we have all accomplished together. And while there's still work to do, I have never been more optimistic that we can keep doing it.
I love that. Now, that was a super short video, and obviously we haven't had 10 minutes go by, but that is one of the things that resonated with me with this company is its mission to give back, not only to provide safe havens for victims of domestic violence, right? Because me being a police officer, I see that all the time, and it is nice to know that something that I am purchasing is helping a cause greater than myself. And then to really focus on the fight to end cancer and support scientific-based research grants really working on cancers that affect women. It makes me feel good to know that I'm aligning myself with a company that is doing good in the world and not just, I mean, it's great that we have this opportunity to provide women and men an opportunity to have the freedom and flexibility to have their own business. But when it goes beyond that, it really fills your soul and it makes you feel good. So I hope that you guys love that too, just to get a little bit more information about what we are doing year to year. So let's check in with the mask. So let's see. The charcoal mask is drying. You can see in some of the thinner areas, it is definitely getting lighter in color. And the pink clay mask is drying up in places as well. That lets you know as the mask is drying, it is pulling those toxins and the extra oil out of our skin. Okay, so we have a few more minutes here. So I wanted to share with you an awesome video that Mary Kay, the company, put together to really show the transition and the growth and the inception of this company, because sometimes people are like, how did this woman really come up with this idea? All right, so I love this. It's super short video, just sharing a lot of what Mary Kay, the woman, was able to accomplish.
Imagination drove one woman to see new possibilities and challenge the status quo. Passion inspired one woman to recognize the strengths in all women and reward them richly. Determination powered one woman's focus and vision. Integrity guided one woman's relationships, business model, and life. Courage fueled one woman's dedication to change. And compassion led one woman to touch the world and make it a better place. These inner strengths became one woman's 6 most important things. She embraced them, and they shaped her into an inspirational founder who built a global empire and a lasting legacy. Today, we honor Mary Kay Ash, who showed the world that one woman can do amazing things.
So I always think it's amazing to really think about the fact that one person could have the implications on so many other people's lives. And I love that because it helps remind me to stay focused on what I'm doing in terms of the joy that I do get to bring others, and you just don't know where it goes. So I wanted to point out a few things that are happening right now on my face. Kind of freaky. Okay, so you can see definitely drying up. Okay, on the pink clay mask, and it is drying up on the charcoal mask. And do you guys see this right here? You're like, all of a sudden this turned super white. And that means like I kind of have something active right there going on my skin. I had a little blemish, so it's really working on pulling out those toxins, pulling out any bacteria and gunk that is stuck underneath the surface of the skin, which is great because the more that comes out now with the mask, the better it's going to be tomorrow, right? And then if you can't see, there are, so you can definitely see my pores getting more obvious because it's drying around them, and then the pores are looking darker, which is absolutely normal and absolutely perfect. It's doing what it should be doing, and that means it's actually the charcoal mask is going in to the pore to kind of bind with what's in the pore, so that when we rinse it off, it's actually taking that out of the pore, so that our pore is actually going to be smaller in appearance too. Okay, so you could leave these masks on kind of like up to 10 minutes for the Plumeria clay mask, okay, which is a little bit more gentle. And then the charcoal mask really does the big heavy duty pulling everything out, has a little salicylic acid and the navy bean extract. It's going to help with tone. This can stay on 10 to 20 minutes. Okay, so we're going to pretend that we are at that point now, and I am literally just going to rinse them off. I'm going to show you first by just getting a wet cloth, so you guys can see how easy the masks come off. And why that's so important is you don't want to be using a mask that pulls or tears at your skin, because if it's pulling, that means it's pulling healthy skin cells off the face. So let me show you. With the charcoal mask, you really just get it wet and it comes off that simply. Which is great. Obviously, again, I love to remove all my extra goody skincare in the shower because it makes it a lot easier. Okay, and again, comes off super simple. So I'm going to stand up and I'm going to rinse off because that's going to be a little bit faster for you guys so that we can move on. We still have one more step of an exfoliation to really reset the skin and make sure we have everything off that we possibly could. All right, so give me just 1 second while I take my mask off. It shouldn't take very long. Like I said, the skincare does come off pretty easily because it's it's meant to rinse off. So you always want to make sure you are using at-home treatments that just rinse off, because that is the safest for your skin. And then I'm going to show you where the little active moment or location on my face is, so you can definitely see how that white spot was for sure related to a little active spot. Okay. Again, lightly, I'm not fully drying off my face because we have one more, but you guys can see right there. That's where that white, like, hey, I'm coming out is happening. All right. So we have just a couple more exfoliating things going on, and I'm going to show you a way to make sure that we're protecting our eyes and we're not putting anything on our eye area that wouldn't be helpful. Okay, because remember, only eye products go around the eyes. So we're going to buffer the eyes with actually the first part of our hydration. Okay, and that is our hydrogel eye patches. So if you guys haven't seen these before, they're like little pink, golden, gooey deliciousness. They have a great base. It's Korean beauty technology. And the hydrogel patch, let me pull it out so you guys can see it. The hydrogel patch looks like a teardrop, okay? And how it works is the skinny end goes close to the nose, and then the wider end can go to cover kind of like those crow's feet, okay? So I'm just going to scoop another one up for my other eye. Sometimes they stick together, so just be a little patient. And I will tell you a trick with these is I actually leave them in the refrigerator. Why do I leave them in the refrigerator? Well, number one, I feel like it kind of really keeps the gooiness as gooey, like the little extra sauce, as great as possible. This one's going to be difficult for me to get by itself. And the second thing is, if I use them in the morning like that, it really actually helps to depuff the skin because that cold really helps. So again, I have those right up underneath the eye. So now I know no matter what I put on, it won't get close to my eyes, okay? And I have a little extra on my finger, so I will put it up above my crease. So the fresh ones always have the most delicious extra gooey juice on them. Okay, make sure you do close that seal up to keep it as fresh as possible. Okay, so now that we have our protective little patches on our eye, we're going to go to the last two exfoliations, and that is using our Revealing Radiance facial peel. So we talked about the microdermabrasion is our physical peel, right? Working from the top down. The Revealing Radiance facial peel is a chemical peel. So yes, obviously we're playing on the outer layer of the skin, so it is working from the top down, but the difference is this: because it's a chemical peel, it can penetrate several layers down, obviously, whereas those crystals can't penetrate through the cellular layer of the skin. So we're going to leave this on for about 10 minutes, and it is glycolic acid. Don't freak out by the word acid, okay? It just means this pH is less than 7, and it's actually going to work as a sloughing agent, okay, or that exfoliator. I'm also using our satin lip scrub to do the exfoliation of our lips. Love it. And so while I have this sitting on for about 10 minutes, I wanted to show you a funny video because you guys have been getting some educational videos, but you know, Sunday night, we're doing some spa time. So we might as well laugh because, you know, laughter is good for the soul. So here we go. Hold on one second. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure. I think I did this right, but let me make sure that I shared the audio because that would stink if I didn't. Share screen. Yes, I did.
Excuse me, will you check with me next week to see if the shade is working for me?
If I come back with 2 or 3 of my friends, can I get some of this for free?
No.
Don't I get a gift with purchase with this?
I really don't have time to come all the way down to the store. Could you have someone drop it off at my house in the morning? Excuse me? Hello? Hello?
Isn't anyone open? Please, I need my foundation. Somebody's got to be open. I need help. Big day tomorrow. Foundation. Hey,
I love that video, and I don't know why, maybe it's because I'm doing this, but no matter how many times I've seen it, I love that video because it's so true. I always feel like we've said before, like Mary Kay was like the original like Amazon Prime. You could have it at your door the next day, or even same day service, and try before you buy. And the benefit of having that personal relationship with your beauty consultant so that they can absolutely customize your skin and help walk you through and educate you on the beauty products. Okay, so we are going to, for time's sake, just imagine that we have left these on for at least 10 minutes. And it's absolutely normal if with the Revealing Radiance facial mask you do feel a little bit of tingling. That's normal. And it's also normal if you don't feel it. Everybody's skin is a little bit different. Okay, so we're now done with exfoliation, as I'm going to rinse off now. And other than the eye patches, we are now going to roll into hydration. This is the first step of hydration, replenishing the skin. Now that we have actually peeled back every layer that we could, we've degunked, and we've taken the toxins out of our skin. So I'm going to just take my eye patches off. They are not reusable, guys. They're not reusable, but don't go worry, like 30 sets come in this. So it's definitely a steal of a deal. And now I'm just going to rinse off the facial peel and my lip scrub. So hold on one second. And this comes off a lot easier and quicker. I just like to make sure I do thoroughly rinse because I don't want to leave it on my skin because it won't allow the next hydrating products to properly penetrate. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but I'm always amazed at the difference in my skin from when I start a Hydrasession until I get to this point, because I'm like, wow, my skin is brighter. Because we got rid of the dead, dull skin. It's kind of, I talk a lot about a grape versus a raisin, and it really is the dullness of the raisin skin in addition to the uneven texture and the plumpness and reflectivity of like a grape skin. The difference of hydration is huge when you're missing that moisture. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to put vitamins A and E back into my skin because it is like so ready to absorb everything. There's no toxins, there's no makeup, there's nothing in the way. So I am using our nourishing oil. Okay, and it comes in a little medicine dropper like this. I like to do a few drops. And then the way that I like to apply this, with like most serums, you want to actually pat it first into the skin. You want to pat it into the skin, and that's how it's going to absorb the best. Don't forget to do the neck and always go up and out if you are massaging. Okay, and I love that this smells fantastic. We need smell-o-vision because it has almond and sunflower and safflower and olive oil, all that goodness. And as an oily skinned individual, I was very hesitant to use the nourishing oil because I was like, listen, I have oil already, but it is not the same. And it really does absorb properly into your skin. I love this, using this all over my body, especially on my nails, around my cuticles. And the great thing is, as I talk with my hands, because I'm Italian, I get a little whiff of this almond oil throughout the day. So that's nice. All right. So although that juice from the Hydrogel eye patches has really set in, I still do like to use an eye cream, and it doesn't matter which eye cream. It could be the Repair eye cream. It could be our firming eye cream, which is great too. You guys know I always drop stuff. Always when I'm on camera. Okay, I am just using the 3D eye cream because that is what I had accessible to myself today. And I'm patting on the ocular bone, both above and below. Any leftover eye cream I like to put in those nasolabial folds, the ones that happen from our smile. And now I'm going to go with our satin lip balm because my lips feel so good from getting that dead skin off. We want to make sure at night we are soaking this up. So I want to tell you real quick, as we are doing this, I cannot go to bed right away. Well, I can, but I'm not going to. Why am I not going to go to bed immediately right away? And that is because I want to give my skin the time to fully absorb these skincare ingredients so I get the most benefit. If I put my face right down on a cotton pillow right now, the cotton is drier than my skin because my skin is nice and healthy. So the cotton's going to draw some of this goodness, this high quality skincare ingredients out. Now, if you want to use a serum or anything like that, now is kind of like the time to do it. I am going to put on our oil-free hydrating cream because I really do want to put on as much hydration as possible before I end with my last leave-on mask, okay? So this is going to take, I like to put a little thicker layer of this on again because night is the only time that our skin can repair and replenish itself. So, and now that we've properly prepped it with all of this exfoliation and declogging, we really, really want to let this happen. So I have one more short video to show you while we are letting this absorb in, and then I can talk about the last product, which is so important. And once you use it, you will like, I need this in my life forever because it's the easiest one to use. Hold on 1 second. All right.
I could go back to my 18-year-old self and tell her this is what's coming in the future. You are stronger than you think. You are smarter than you think. There are some big plans for you and you'll be all right. My name is Allison Hines. I am an assistant principal at an elementary school, and I am a dog mom of 2 fur babies, Maximus and Scarlet, and I am married to my wonderful husband, Eric. My goal when I first started was to have some extra spending money, very much wedding motivated. My goals have totally changed now. And there were times where I couldn't see the full path, but I could see the step in front of me. So if you want to work just a couple hours a week, you want to work a lot of hours a week, you can make that choice. During the summer, I work more of my business because I have more flexibility. We like to travel in the summer and see my parents, and Eric likes roller coasters and going to different amusement parks. And then when the school year starts, I fit it right back into working around the school day. The culture in Mary Kay is like no other. You will never find it anywhere else. We just have such a respect for everybody, and it's so encouraging. We're all here to raise each other up. Mary Kay fits my life because I can still be in education and have girlfriend time and build confidence and impact other women. And I can do it when it fits best.
I love that story because she kind of reminds me of me. Like, I started just for some extra cash because of my wedding. And I love the fact that it fits into my full-time job, my crazy busy life with my husband and everything else. And I get to do this. I get to spend time with you guys, okay? All right, so I mentioned earlier about that moisture renewal gel mask. Right now for the holidays limited edition, this comes in a tiny version like this, and they come as power partners, great to travel with, or just great to have. So the last step, now that moisture has fully absorbed, is to use this moisture renewing gel mask. Definitely helps, Lisa. And you take off the tab on the inside. You too can do this. It's not that hard. Okay, so now that I've actually taken the cover off of it, it will squirt out. Okay, and I love the richness of this. And again, I like when I do a treatment like this to really put on a little thicker than I normally would. Now, you can leave this on for just 10 minutes and take it off. Totally okay. But you can leave it on, and after about 20 minutes, it really does settle into the skin. And then I just sleep in it. And that's why I say I don't go to bed right away. I want to let these give a second. So how do you oh my gosh, I'm like going nonstop. And then, like by the time I finish doing everything around the house and I take my makeup off and I put my skincare on, I just go to bed. I'm going to challenge you guys that when you walk in the house and you're not going back out, take your makeup off then. Do your nighttime skincare routine then to give yourself the opportunity for all of it to really soak up into the skin, okay? So I hope you guys had fun with us today, and even if this is your first time hearing about some Mary Kay products, this is your 10th time hearing about some Mary Kay products, and maybe it's even like, man, now that it's the holiday season and I'm looking for some extra cash and you want to know how you could start a business, we are here to help you out. So I will be dropping in the comments the link so that if you'd like to shop with us, you can absolutely just fill out a form and your beauty consultant will help you take those products home with you. But I hope you enjoyed this Sunday night spa night time out travel detox with Hydrasession, because I feel like we always need to reset our skin after we travel. So this treatment I don't do every day, but it is something to refresh and reset your skin, whether it be once a month, once every other week. It really does make me feel like I have control back in my skin and I'm ready to keep it healthy no matter what life throws at me. So I hope you guys have a powerful day, and I want you guys to remember that you are worthy of self-care always, because self-care is self-love.